GMO is known for thinking differently, for approaching problems from unique perspectives, and making big bets. And one of the big bets that we've been making in recent years is on climate change. Jeremy Grantham, one of our founders, is one of the world's foremost experts in climate change and has been a huge advocate for efforts to address climate change. He's also at the forefront of knowledge on the technology, science, and venture capital side of things with regards to climate change, and gives us a unique perspective. When you research clean energy, one of the interesting things that you find is that the costs have fallen dramatically for clean energy solutions. Wind, solar, electric vehicle batteries have dropped in cost dramatically in a short period of time and have gotten to the point where, regardless of public policy support, clean energy solutions would grow dramatically in the years to come just based on the economics alone. However, we also have growing public policy support. For the first time ever, we have the US, China, and Europe acting in concert against climate change. We designed a strategy a few years ago to invest in companies that benefit from efforts to combat climate change. We look at companies that are focused on helping the world mitigate climate change, and also companies that are focused on helping the world adapt to climate change. On the mitigation side of things, we have clean energy companies, so wind, solar, biofuels, energy efficiency efforts, electric grid companies, materials and technologies that help to reduce our energy impact on the world. On the adaptation side of things, we focus on agriculture and water, which are big challenges in a world impacted by climate change. However, it's not as simple as just saying this company is involved in mitigation or adaptation, so it should be within our opportunity set, because many industries don't have industry dynamics that are conducive to monetizing the growth that we would expect to see in these sectors. So we focus on finding companies where we think the industry dynamics in which they operate are conducive to monetizing that growth, and try to be very careful about the kinds of companies that we invest in. We think that our strategy is differentiated in a number of different ways, but two key areas of differentiation for us are our value orientation and then our access to Jeremy Grantham. Our value orientation is unique not just within the climate change sphere, where there are really only a few strategies globally, but even within the broader sustainability, ESG impact space, where most offerings, if not all, are really focused on growth, telling stories, and investing in those stories. We're being very diligent about how we allocate capital and focus on companies where we think the values are attractive. Jeremy Grantham is also a huge asset to have because of his knowledge of the industries, what's going on in the capital markets, and we leverage off of that as well. Many investors in our strategy have focused on it as a global equity alpha play. Other investors have fitted into the real assets allocation as an investment that's really focused on the future of energy. And yet other investors fitted into an impact, sustainability, ESG bucket. This strategy is an obvious fit for many of those investors there. Regardless of how you see this fitting into your portfolio, we think it's a very exciting investment opportunity.